Into the interior and northern BC, deep freeze, the two words. The wind chill drives temperatures down to -45 there. All public schools in the region are closed, thanks to the wind chill today. Temperatures from the north coast through the Chilcotin and Prince George to Fort St. John, feeling like -45 with the wind chill. That's expected to last to the end of the week.
Well, it's a brisk day here in Sullivan territory. It's tropical, balmy, 30 degrees below. This time of year, it's typical that we get -30, sometimes even -40.
You have to wonder how long the people are able to work and outside at a time. You know,
sorry, and 25.
So many factors in this terrain.
Called the rattle. It signifies the start of serious business, of talking straight and talking in an appropriate manner. Along with the rattle cry is the feather, the plume when it rises. And it rises in a gathering like this. That means whatever that has been spoken about, that whatever that is mentioned needs to be listened to. The feather is very sacred to us when it rises the way you will witness it today. And we're doing it here because this is serious business. This has to do with the livelihood with everybody, non-natives alike. That's the way we look at it.
Don't want that pipeline to come through here, because we're the ones that we're not getting rich on that. They're the one that's getting rich, not us, not you guys, not the town in Burn State, the big shots, the big stakeholders. In Edmonton, you know these guys, millionaires, they're the one who are getting rich.
We do not own the land. We're only borrowing it from our grandchildren. It is of the utmost importance that we return the land to our grandchildren in better condition than when we walked on it. This proposed project endangers our promises to our grandchildren that we would look after our land, our culture, our people for them. We cannot break this promise to our grandchildren.
See, our economy has gone so far down. Now the government is picking at straws, trying to bail themselves out of the hole that they dug for themselves.
This is the typical. It comes from the same land and in the area where this development is going to happen. This is real. This is who I am. This is the marten, pine marten that I shot every year. This is who I am. This is where our tradition is. This is our culture. And we cannot live without this sacred animal, our fish, the salmon. This is where we get our food. This is our staple diet. This is real. Our children eat this.
The biggest impact I believe would be to the Chinook. The Chinook spawn and rear in the Maurice River. the way the sockeye fishery is going is in decline so much now. We have to depend more on Chinook. And if that is wiped out, then the Wet'suwet'en, a large part of the Wet'suwet'en culture and society would be devastated.
There are thresholds our land has, that if breached, the land will not be able to support their culture, nor the health and well-being of our communities.
Getting fish from other sources, there's problems there too, that really can negatively impact the society through creating dependence on other people for your food, and having to ask other nations for fish because you can't meet it in your own area anymore.
This threat to our territories, to our lands, to our culture, to our people is cultural genocide, and we would not allow that.
And with the circumstances beyond anyone's control, the end result is total destruction of the fish and the wildlife, which in turn will destroy our food source. And we will become nothing. Thank you. The defense of our territory comes from the belief that we are part of the land and resources. And the land and resources are an essential part of us. The Lake Babine character, as you see on the wall over there, is 1,267,277 hectares. If you put that in perspective, it's twice the size of Prince Edward Island.
The Sutherland Valley is also a highly productive area for moose bear. It has never been accessed by road and therefore has been important to sustain the population.
This is for you to see, as he showed you the smoked fish in the bag. He said this is for you to see, not for you to eat. This is what we survive on. This pipeline will destroy our food. It is not good for us that we do not want it at all. This is what we are protecting, and it worries us so much. Like I said earlier, I will only speak about what worries me, this pipeline and only this pipeline.
You mentioned earlier this afternoon about the word respect that we heard throughout your hearings. If the word respect is well recognized by you, by the government, and by Enbridge, and by the people of Canada, I am certain that you're going to have to respect the pig, the bacon, to save our land, to save our people, for the sake of the future generation.
I don't think the pipeline should go through. We said no to the pipeline to protect our water and fish.
We're strong.